Okay, nostalgic fans, here's a look at some of my games that I got this year, and so this is a Star Trek game that I got at the flea market. It's the 25th anniversary one for the for the original Nintendo. Now this is Jaws and Airwolf. They do have Knight Rider, but I got 89 Batman, Ninja Turtles. Then I got the Super Nintendo. A lot of these I got on at the flea market. So I got Star Wars. I got Empire Strikes Back, Jurassic Park, and Batman Returns. I also got Batman Forever that I got today. Here's the World's Not Enough. Baseball, one of the best 64 games out there. They do have GoldenEye, which is right next to that one. But then I got the Pod Racer, Shadow of the Empire favorite game. Superman, I got the Miss Pac-Man and two other games. And I also got the 150 game one. This is a cartridge that has 150 games on it. Great games. It's got all the Batmans on it. And RoboCop, Rambo. And here's a Pitfall for Sega. Actually, this doesn't play on the Retron 5. It plays on the Megatron system that's made by them. But it only plays the can play this game, but this doesn't work on the Megatron for some reason. Because I think it's a third party, could be. So this is Game Gear. I do have the adapter that goes on the Retron 5 system. The adapter can play up to 3 different cartridges, like Game Gear and also Sega Master. And then there's another one. It looks like a memory card. So here's some of my Ataris. This is a Atari Frogger, Papa, and Empire Strikes Back, another favorites, and Jedi Arena. And then I got Airlock, which is fun, and then I got Starfighter, Space Combat game, and I also got Pac-Man. I got Defender, Super Breakout. I got Combat, Combat, and then Asteroid, and then Space Invaders, and then I got Space Combat, and Space Combat. Here's Donkey Kong. This one has 10 games that came with the PlayStation Plus. You have to hit certain codes to get them on there. And then this one is also, I think that was from Sears line that came out, because I do have the official Atari one, which is right here. As you can see, it's got the artwork on it, but the Sears ones had I think they had the writing on it. So this is Miss Pac-Man, better than the first Pac-Man, really. Raiders of the Lost Ark, Pitfall. They do have Pitfall 1. I do have Pitfall for Sega Genesis, but they made all the Pitfalls for every system. And this here is a game called Berserk, I think. And so I also got the Tron disc game and Adventure Tron game. So they're in a weird sort of strange looking cartridge, you know. It looks kind of weird to me. But one's called Tron Disc. Can't really see it. This camera really don't pick it up. Now this here is, I can't. This camera won't pick it up. So see, it's Tron. Tron Deadly Disc, I think. And this one here is Tron Adventure. So this game here, Tron Adventure, got this yesterday. This is kind of like a Pitfall type game, or a Donkey Kong, but sort of futuristic version. But you're going different levels. So it's awesome. And I got this one, this is called the Deadly Tron the Deadly Disc game, which is more like Tron than the first one. But you got unusual looking cartridge. I tried this one yesterday and it worked fine. So, yeah, that's what I got. So, these are all my Atari. I do have the systems over here. This is connected to my TV. I have the Atari Plus. This is called the Megatron system, which can play all Sega Genesis, even the multiplayer cards. But here's the Retron 5, can play up to four different cartridges, 3 Game Boy systems, and if you have the adapter that goes in there, you can play up to 4 different Sega games. I wish they'd make a 32X one for this. That would be great. Or Sega CD. That would be awesome. So this is a what they call a Warrior 64. This is a system that can play the 64s, but it's not made by 64. It can play them, but you can play all the games. All the games I ever bought work fine on it. You might need a memory card for some games, so it goes. They have similar setup on the controls, but the Retron 5 has 2 controllers. You can put other controllers on there from other systems that's on this system, and I see there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. See, 11 games can be played on this, but you can't play them all at the same time. You have to play one at a time because it won't work if there's too many in there. So it's just got to be one only in there. Here's the Atari. Now, they came out with other Atari systems. So, all the games that I bought for this thing work fine on this. So I think this could play the 78 games also. So I never had a problem with the games. These work fine. And some of them are really vintage. A lot of them they're vintage and used, but they work fine. So yeah, this is the Megatron. I think it's called Megatron. Yeah, from Retron company that makes the Retron. Of course, this plays the Sega Genesis. Now, if you had the 32X, I don't know if it would go on this or not because it may not work on it. So I seen one online for like $300, but it's used and you don't know what you're really getting because it may not work at all. So these are my systems, and I also have the Atari Game Station Go here. I bought this about a month ago, beginning of last month. Before last month, and this is the game for Target. Now this has 200 games, but they've been having updates on it, so I don't know what they're going to do. They may add a store to it. I hope they do, because I think that'd be great to get some more games on there, but you might need to get a memory card. There are memory cards online that I found, but right now I don't have any, but this just plays the 200 games on there. Most of them are from 2600, 7800, and 5200 games. And then there's some like remakes. But great little system. I heard bad things about the Nintendo Switch, so I like this one. And there's a system I might get next month. So yeah, it looks pretty good also. So I've had all my systems on this little device here. This is a adapter, HD adapter, as you can see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got PlayStation 5 on there with 4 others. But if I ever get some more systems, I would have to get another adapter that goes on the TV, so it could play with 2 more of these things. That would be 15 different, up to 15 different systems. But I gotta have one that's gotta have my computer on it, because if I put 2 more in there, so I have to use it on one of the slots from my computer, which is connected to the HD. But this is my computer. So I do have like a 4K TV. So it's like 50 inch there. So I got this about a few years ago, I guess. Works pretty good. I never had a problem with it. So yeah, this is my microphone that I got at Myers. I use that to record music and stuff, make music videos. So this is my setup. Eventually I'm going to get a shelf here. I don't know if I'm going to get a 5 unit shelf or a 5 level shelf or a 3 level shelf, because the 5 level shelf, all I have to do is put right here, and I'll be able to put all my consoles on there. There's just different ones that I like to get. There's this one I saw on there, looks pretty good, but it's I think the games are like all preloaded, but I think you can go on their site and download games. So it looks pretty good. So I hope to get that soon. So yeah, so this is my system and video games that I got on mine. Now I've seen at the flea market in our town, near our town, they have consoles, but I don't know. Be kind of leery buying them. There's a lot of times people would sell these things and they probably wouldn't work, so you're really risking a lot of money because you can't take these things back. And so yeah, these are all games that work fine. I never had a problem with them, and so everything works fine on the systems. So but they are coming out with other systems, like for instance, I think there's an official Nintendo 64 game, but I haven't seen it on there. This one's called Warrior 64. It's totally made from a different company, but you can play the games real easy. So yeah, all these are real easy to set up. I would recommend these because all these are HD, but they came out with the Pac-Man edition Atari, and they came out with individual controllers supposed to represent all the ghosts on the Atari, different colors, and they're wireless. So what you would do is put one there, because the way I got my system set up, the cord on the Atari is sort of short, because it can go where my chair is, which is right here. But I think if I had a wireless controller, that'd be great. But a lot of these other controllers, the controller, it's got longer cords on it. So, but the Atari, the cord is just it can reach here, but I think it'd be better if I had the wireless. So, I don't know if I'm going to get the Pac-Man system. I would like to get the extra controllers. And also, I got these controllers here, these paddle controllers. Now, this works on some games like Jedi Arena, Berserk, and our Super Breakout. Yeah. Super Breakout. There it is. So, in the Jedi Arena. So, a lot of games works on these pedals, but these I got for about $20. They had some for $60, but I didn't want to pay that much. So I got these for $20. It worked fine, I guess. But these are vintage, so they did make a package where you can buy the pedals, but it comes with like different games with it. But I haven't seen any on there. They've sold out. So yeah, I think this is what I got set up, and this is what I got for my systems. Well, thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, signing off, over and out.